a long time, for many years, representing the infamous Jitmanong Gym. Don't want to miss that, as Kevin pointed out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a top-notch main event. I mean, Nontai Chai, he's done a lot in his Muay Thai career. He's supposed to be taking on a different opponent. We learned earlier, Amir Reza coming in as a replacement, but he will definitely bring it. We know that's from what we know about these Iranian fighters. Of course, a big opportunity later on for Ali Reza, and a big opportunity for these two here who can go on to the finals later on tonight of Group B.
Yeah, so the winner of the group will win 30,000 baht in tournament prize money and advance to the final, where they will meet Ombak Sitsawatsu. And the runner-up will get 10,000 baht in the last fight of the night. But you don't want to be the runner-up.
No, you don't want to be the runner-up at all. Something I know too much about, unfortunately. And here we go, round number 1.
So Nin is absolutely shredded for this weight, carrying a lot of muscle in that frame.
Yeah, looks really good. Except for the hair part, of course.
Speak for yourself.
Rustam with a good boxing combination. Put that together very well.
So Rustam just trying to find his groove at the moment. It's very scatty. Good boxing combination, though. Lights up Nin. Nin chopping at the leg.
Yeah, what I can say about Rustam's stance right now, he looks very tense.
Yeah, right. It looks very erratic and just very eager to get going, but like you said, very tense. You can just see it coming. His attack's coming a mile away.
And of course, for those that may not know, one of the first things when you learn Muay Thai that the trainer tells you is to relax. So it's very important that Rustam has that in mind. I mean, not be too tense, not tiring himself out, just overthinking. Now Nin going on the back foot. I mean, he started off very well. Started off very aggressively is what I'm trying to say. Now back into the clinch we go. I think he understands now how much power Rustam has, Ali.
Yeah, I think he definitely does pack a punch. Whoa, the great elbow there from Nin. Just how he walks in and threw that straight down the guard. Hopefully we can see that on the replay later and break it down a bit more for you. Okay, so a bit of a stalemate now. I mean, don't forget, one of these two is going to have to fight later on tonight. Head kick there. She almost landed for Nin.
Yeah, in the rules briefing earlier, they say if you connect with a kick, but for some reason you collapse, that kick does not score. But I mean, it did connect very well, Ali, I must say.
It did, but didn't show as much effect as when he fell to the canvas, though.
No, that is true.
Okay, less than a minute to go now. We're coming up to the 40-second mark. It's been quite a relaxed round between these two.
Yeah, something we talk about week in and week out when we have these tournaments. I mean, you have to not put everything you have on the first fight. Or some people do, and they get lucky and, you know, they manage to go to the finals. But 9 times out of 10, you don't want to tire yourself out now.
I'm just going to say it now. I mean, Nin reminds me of a taller and skinnier version of Kontualai a little bit. He just looks like him, like he's got. They look the same a little bit.
Yeah. Kontualai, I mean, I can actually see it right now.
Without all the tattoos.
That's right.
Okay, clock winding down now. 9 seconds of this round, and that is it. That's all for round number 1. We will see you in round number 2.
Here we go, coming into the second round of action for our first bout of the evening is Nin Lukmakhamban in the red corner and Rustam Daminov from Uzbekistan in the blue corner, excuse me. So far, pretty much a stalemate, Ali. Can't really separate these two.
Yeah, you can't really too much. I mean, you can see that Nin is just trying to stay reserved, cool and calculated. It's been a lot of single shots from Nin, but really the work rate came from Rustam Daminov in the first round. Had a lot of success with lighting up Nin with his punching combos. And you can see in the corner there, Bezard just saying, just add some low kicks on at the end of your combinations. I think that's a great bit of advice there.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen too many kicks from Rustam so far. But things really do need to change in this next round. Here we go, round number 2. And more kicking now, or already a kick from Rustam in the second round, taking the advice from his trainer Behzad. And a good kick there from Nin connects. Nin missing this time though. Rustam waiting to attack, waiting for the right time. He almost gets caught in that kick again.
Missing with the body kicks here from Nin. But I think personally, and this is just me being very biased towards Thai fighters, Nin's going to have more of an advantage in the clinch. I think he should really use that great low kick there though from Rustam.
Oh my goodness, what a good strike there from Nin. And a return by Rustam. But I'll tell you what, if Rustam decides to play the kicking game against Nin, I don't think it'll be a good look. I think Nin is much more stronger in that department, as you can see there with that low kick and going for the high kick now. And Rustam missing with his, but if he does decide to play the kicking game with Nin, he will lose because he will play into the game of Nin, where Nin is very comfortable. Missing with a kick once again, Rustam, and low kick by Nin. Rustam missing wildly with his punches. Another kick connecting for Nin. Nin is just cruising right now. He's in the driver's seat. Going for that spinning back kick, which didn't land anywhere except air.
Nin being a great sniper on the outside, picking his shots very well and landing those single shots very accurately.
Yeah, it's looking good for Nin right now. Hit and don't get hit.
And you can just see how hesitant Rustam is to try and close the distance. I don't understand why he's not using his boxing combinations. He had so much success with them, especially the uppercut, left hook in the first round. They were so much better.
Yeah, his close range offense, I think that worked for him the most. But unfortunately, I don't think the tactics that he's deployed now are working at all. Very nice Superman punch there from Nin.
He's tried to land that a couple of times, and that one probably landed the most flush out of all of them.
He's been very accurate in this round compared to Rustam. Another kick connects for Nin. And he's blocked most of those shots.
Nin just needs to make sure he keeps his hands up and just keeps his defense nice and tight against Rustam.
Hook finally connects there for Rustam. Rustam needs more of that if he wants something out of this fight. Rustam now pushing forward. Nin is in the corner. Another hook connects there for Rustam. Now into the clinch, and Rustam holding on to the ropes. The referee had no choice but to break it up, Ali.
No, right. Well, you can just tell a little bit of an experience there in the clinch from Rustam, holding onto the ropes like that. And Nin did a good job just dropping his body weight, dropping his equilibrium a little bit, and landing a few flush knees before the referee broke it up. Okay, that's the end of round 2. We'll see you in round 3.
Here we go, coming to the third and final round. And what a big round it was for Nin Luokmakhamwan in the previous round. Rustam just really struggling fighting in the long range. I really think he needs to get closer. Exactly what he did in the first round.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think he needs to go for broke here. I'm going to sound like a broken record as well, because I say this week in and week out. When you have a bad rounds 1 and 2 and you just don't make up for it in those rounds, you've got to go for it in round 3. I mean, we've seen it happen before.
But now I'll tell you what, we haven't seen much jabbing from Rustam, and not much long-range shots that actually connected. We've seen hooks connect, we've seen uppercuts connect, but that's really about it, Ali.
Well, Rustam is just trying to risk it way too much with trying to throw heavy haymakers early on and not set things up with the jab or his straight punches, like your simple 1-2. I mean, sounds boring and it sounds, like I said, simple, but it works because it closes your range. As soon as you hit with the jab or hit with the 1-2, you can then land a hook. You can land a straight right. As soon as your opponent's countering, even better. If you can land a hook or an uppercut or another straight, a powerful haymaker, then that can drop them for an 8 count or knock them out.
Absolutely correct. And here we go, round number 3, the third and final round. Who will make it into the final later on tonight?
See now Nin just staying on the back foot, trying to land that left body kick as a counter as Rustam comes forward.
And you know what they say, Ali, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And that's exactly what we're seeing from Nin at the moment. And Nin still keeping it long range. And why not? It's worked for him so well so far.
And Rustam still very rigid, very tense. not just so hesitant, Kevin. Look how hesitant he is to try and engage and risking it a bit with trying to land that teep that didn't hit at all.
Unfortunately for Rustam, he is way too hesitant at the moment, and it's just making it too easy for Nin. Dare I say it. Of course, Nin still needs to protect himself from those punches, but at the same time, he's doing a good job at that.
At the same time, though, Rustam does have that knockout power. You can see it in his frame. If he connects wildly, it could be night over for Nin.
Yeah, all it takes is one shot, and we've seen that before.
One shot, one opportunity. Can you get it?
I'm not going to start singing with you now, Ali. Here we go, Nin. Still moving about. Looks like he's got a lot of energy left. Don't think he's drained too much energy in this first fight. Good jab there from Nin. So good with the long-range techniques. Oh my goodness, we did say it. All it took was one, and that could have been it. But it wasn't, Ali. He's still on his feet. But now we know Rustam definitely has that power.
Yeah, he really staggered then, and looks like he lost his balance at the same time. But Behzad in the corner of Rustam just urging him to go forward. And Rustam really needs to rush in right now and just cause Nin a whole load of problems. He needs to keep risking it, even more so, Kevin.
Yeah, that was the best shot that he's had all fight. But that's the second time he's gone for that spinning back kick. Hasn't worked from the first time. Don't think it'll work for him now. Really needs to catch his opponent off guard.
Trying to feint here, Rustam, by leaning to his left.
Good kick there from Nin. Another kick from Nin lands. Nin controlling his knee there. Well done to him. Referee already called a stop to it. Don't think I've seen much fighters actually stop kneeing midway. Good jab again from Nin. Another accurate strike scores for him. Now, quite honestly, I've been very impressed with Nin so far.
Okay, clock winding down now. We're coming up to the 10-second mark. I mean, on our unofficial scorecard, well, I'm sure I can read Kevin's mind and just say that Nin has coasted this fight so far, and he's only in trouble really in this round where he got caught with that left hook. And that is the end of round 3. We're going to go for a couple of action replays before we get the decision. What did you make of that, Kevin? Quite clear cut really for Nin, but Rustam did have his moments.
Rustam did have his moments, the best one being, of course, in that third round with the left hook. But overall, I mean, when we count all the strikes and add them up all together, I mean, Nin won that as well. I think he definitely won rounds 2 and 3. Round number 1, maybe not so clear. And that was the shot I was talking about. The very clear hook that connected, but not going to be enough. I think he was just off balance there, looking at it from the replay again. Let's go to our MC for the official decision.
และนี่คือคู่แรกของรายการ LWC Super Champ นะครับในศึกมวยรอบ 8-Man Tournament กับ Global House นั่นเองและผลการตัดสินมาแล้วเรียบร้อยนั่นเองครับ The winner by unanimous decision is Red Corner นินลูกมะขามหวานครับเอาชนะรุสตัม ดามินอฟจากอุซเบกิสถานไปแบบเอกฉันท์นั่นเองนะครับและแน่นอนว่าผู้ชนะคู่นี้นิน